Guys, I come bearing good news. So while the UK is busy considering if they want to cut down on net migration of international students by reducing the amount of time allowed on post-study visa and probably increasing the proof of funds you will need if you're planning on coming to the UK on a study visa, Australia just made an announcement that will change everything, and this is what I'll be talking about in today's video. I mean, if you're an international student or you're considering studying abroad, you need to watch this video till the end because this might just be the best the best option for you. Hey lovelies, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel I talk about ways you can travel abroad and settle abroad. I provide you with resources on how you can get started. I share latest updates concerning the UK and every other country as well. If this is the kind of content you like, you want to stay updated with current countries updates on migration, then hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I share content like this. Without saying so much guys, let's get started. So, in a move that would benefit international students who are looking to study in Australia, the government has announced that certain degrees will lead to an additional 2 years of post-study work rights. I mean, is this not amazing? So, the announcement came after months of lobbying from the educational sectors, which argue that Australia needs to remain competitive in the global educational market. Under the current rule, so international students who graduate with bachelor's degrees or master's degree can still stay in Australia for up to 2 years to gain work experience. But they are making a little bit of changes to this. The Australian government had announced last fall that some international students graduating with specific degree will be eligible to extend post-study work rights beginning 1st of July 2023. I mean, this is starting 1st of July. So they have now announced which degree ties to area of the skill shortage in Australia. So what they're doing is specific degree tied to the area shortage in Australia will be granted more additional 2 years work permits, and I'll leave the link to the specific degrees area that is eligible for this new announcement. So previously, Australia allows you to stay back in the country after you finish your study for 2 years. So additionally, they're adding extra 2 years to it, making it 4 years. Guys, I don't know why you would want to come to the UK because this is juicy. If I would to study abroad, honestly, I don't care the process at which I can get my visa. I'll focus on Australia. The skill shortage in Australia economy will provide bachelor's graduates with 4 years of post-study work rights, master's graduates with 5 years of post-study work rights, and the list of eligible degrees for the 4 to 5 years work rights which will come as a relief to students who might have been worried if it will be limited to a handful of fields. So the priority areas include health, teaching, engineering, and agricultural fields. So if a student is graduating with a degree that is not on the list, their post-study work will still remain 2 years for bachelor's degree and 3 years for master's degree. So all doctorate graduates, regardless of their study area, will be granted 6 years, up from the previous 4 years limits. And the good thing about Australia is the fact that your study permit counts towards becoming eligible for ILR. I mean, why am I calling it ILR? I mean, PR, permanent residency, and even citizenship. There are some courses you would even study in Australia that gives you the right to apply for your citizenship, I think after 4 years or 3 years. So it's not like the UK that your 2 years on a study visa, even a post-study visa, does not even count towards you getting indefinite leave to remain. So Australia is being competitive right now. Like, not just Australia, every other country. I'm going to even be sharing with you, maybe hopefully I'll drop the video tomorrow, another country who has made their work visa a lot easier. you can have your ILR or permanent residency in 1 year. At this point, they're tempting me. You guys are tempting me, but I've gone too far in the UK right now. Businesses are screaming for skilled workers, particularly in the regions where they've got second highest skill shortage in the world. According to the OECD, Australia has the highest skill shortage in the world. So they are doing this to boost their skill shortage, get more people to want to work. Australia wants to make it more attractive as a study destination, help to recover their international education sector, and boost earning from Australia educational exports. So I mean, this will enable students to gain an education in Australia. So for international students who are considering to study in Australia, this announcement is likely to make the country an even more attractive destination with its world-class universities, stunning nature, landscape, and welcoming people. Australia has long been a popular destination for students from around the world. So the additional post-study work rights will only add to the appeal, offering graduates more time to gain valuable work experience and potentially even secure a permanent residency in Australia. You want to take this move, like go to Australia to study, I would say do it. I mean, at least you're in Australia, you'll be relaxed. You know that your time on your student visa will count towards you getting resident permits and all of that. Also, you need to know that studying in Australia can be expensive. International students will need to carefully consider their options before committing to a course of study. Okay, as an international student, you should be aware that the visa requirements and other eligibility criteria that you will need to meet in order to be eligible for the additional post-study work rights. So you have to study in shortage skilled. Okay, for you to qualify for the additional 2 years post-study work route, you need to study in area where they have skill shortage. So I'm going to leave the link of where you can find eligible occupation for the additional 2 years post-study work permit in Australia, and every other information, the government announcement. If you want to read it for yourself, I'm going to leave the link down below. So you go and share this video with anyone who you think are interested in traveling abroad and confused which countries to go to. I mean, UK is not the only option right now. Australia is a beautiful country, and Australia is like one of the highest paying country. Australia pays more, even more than the UK. Australia is one of the country with the highest minimum wage. I know Australia might be expensive or far from everywhere, but honestly, how many times do you travel in a year or 2 years or 3 years? So if you really want to migrate, you want to study in a country where you're more relaxed, you're not stressed, oh I want to get a skilled worker visa, oh my time does not count, like, then Australia is your best bet. Because honestly, coming to the UK to study, the pressure is too much. Honestly, you're just thinking of how to get tier 2, companies are not willing to sponsor, all this back and forth. With Australia, you're more relaxed, and your time on a student visa in Australia counts towards becoming a permanent resident, even a citizen. So guys, I've delivered my good news. I hope this video helps someone, and if you like this video, kindly share it with your friends and loved ones that are interested in studying abroad, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.